Ever feel like you're just drowning in information, but you're still missing the key insights you actually need?
Yeah, like trying to assemble furniture with that huge manual when you just need to know which screw goes where first.
Exactly. We get it. And
No,
that's really why we're here. This is the deep dive, your shortcut to understanding what really matters.
we tried to take all that overwhelming stuff and just, distill it down. Get to the essential knowledge, those crucial nuggets.
Our goal is pretty simple. Leave you feeling well informed, but without needing hours to sift through everything yourself.
Right.
So today, we're zeroing in on something vital for anyone in business, really: market research.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, how you can leverage online tools to get rapid insights, fast answers.
We've been looking at a blog post from Kalyani Raj over at Cognitive Market Research. It was updated pretty recently, end of October 2024, so it's current.
Good stuff.
So for you listening, our mission today is, well, pretty clear. We want to help you understand the best online tools out there for doing market research efficiently.
And crucially, why this speed is such a game changer in today's markets. Things move fast.
They really do.
Okay, let's unpack this then. The blog post breaks down the main types of online market research tools. First up, surveys and questionnaires.
Yeah, the familiar ones, like
Huh.
SurveyMonkey, Google Forms, even those quick polls you see popping up on
What-
social media.
What's so powerful about those straight away?
Well, it's that direct line to your audience, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get almost instantaneous feedback.
Right.
And it's not just surface level. It's about understanding preferences, opinions, right as they're forming.
And you can ask different kinds of questions too, right? Not just yes, no.
Oh, absolutely. Open-ended questions, rating scales, multiple choice. You can really dig deeper than just a simple click. It helps you understand market trends, what people like about products, satisfaction levels.
Okay, so surveys and polls are one big category. What's next?
Next is keyword research software.
Ah, like SEMrush or Google Trends.
Exactly. Tools like those.
This feels a bit like tapping into what everyone's thinking online, doesn't it?
It kind of is. It shows you the exact words and phrases your potential customers are using when they search online.
So what they're actually looking for.
Precisely. It indicates market demand, customer interests, what's on their mind,
Mhm.
and, digging into those longer, more specific, long-tail keywords, that can reveal some really niche needs.
Interesting. Hidden opportunities, maybe?
Could be underserved segments that you might otherwise miss.
Okay. Then the post mentions social media analytics tools. Hootsuite, Sprout Social.
Mm.
Examples like that.
Yeah, this is more about listening in, monitoring the conversations happening out there.
Like a digital water cooler.
Oh, yeah, sort of. It's your real-time social barometer. You track engagement trends, see what people are saying about your brand, your industry, get a feel for public opinion.
Keeps you updated on the chatter.
Exactly. What's buzzing right now?
All right. And then there are competitor analysis tools, SimilarWeb, SpyFu. Those names came up.
Right. This is about getting a peek at what the competition is doing strategically.
Peeking at their playbook.
Pretty much. You see where their website traffic comes from, what keywords they're targeting, what their marketing looks like.
So you understand the landscape better.
Yeah, and you could spot potential threats, sure, but also maybe opportunities where they're missing something.
Makes sense. Okay, one more category mentioned was website analytics platforms. Google Analytics is the big one here.
Mm-hmm. This is about understanding what happens when people land on your digital doorstep, your website.
How they behave once they get there.
Exactly. It's not just counting visitors. You look at things like bounce rate. Do they leave immediately? Or time on page. Are they actually reading your stuff?
So you know if your content is hitting the mark or if your site is leading people where you want them to go.
Precisely. It gives you really granular insights.
Now, here's something the author really stresses. What ties all these different tools together?
The key thing, according to the post, is that they all facilitate rapid and efficient market research.
Speed. Efficiency. We're not talking long, drawn-out studies here.
No, that's the crucial point. And the post also notes that the real power isn't usually in just using one tool alone.
Right, you need a mix.
Often, yes. Selecting the optimal combination gives you a much richer, more nuanced picture of the market, like using keyword data alongside survey results.
Okay, that makes sense. There was also a fast fact in there that caught my eye.
Oh, yeah.
In 2022, online and mobile quantitative research, so think surveys, data analysis online held the biggest market share at 35%.
Wow, 35%. That's significant.
Yeah, and reporting was second, but way behind at just over 20%.
That 35% figure isn't just a statistic, is it? It really shows a fundamental shift.
How so?
Well, It strongly suggests that businesses not using these online quantitative methods are potentially missing out. They're missing a huge chunk of available, actionable data about their customers and market trends.
So ignoring it is risky.
It seems that way, yeah.
Let's circle back to surveys and polls for a second. The Post really emphasizes how effective they are for getting that quick market data, that real-time pulse.
Definitely. What makes them so potent for quick research is that directness and the sheer speed of deployment.
Easy to set up and send out.
Very much so. Platforms like SurveyMonkey, Google Forms, they've really made it accessible. Anyone can create and distribute a survey pretty easily.
And social media polls are even faster.
Even faster, yeah. Great for just gauging immediate reactions to one specific question or maybe an emerging trend.
And you mentioned the versatility earlier, asking different kinds of questions.
Absolutely. You can gather so much information efficiently. Open-ended feedback for qualitative insights, structured scales for quantitative data. You can cover trends, product preferences, satisfaction.
The article also mentions rapid deployment again, reaching huge audiences fast online.
That reach is just, well, unparalleled compared to older methods. Email lists, websites, social media. You can get to millions.
And the data collection itself is faster too.
Critically faster. It's often automatic. The data comes in and you can start analyzing almost immediately.
Which means faster decisions.
Exactly. It lets businesses be much more responsive. If the market shifts, you see it sooner and can react.
Okay. Now, the Post also touched on keyword research tools again, linking them to understanding customer behavior. It seems straightforward, but maybe worth restating.
It is pretty direct, yeah. By seeing the exact terms people type into search engines.
You get a direct insight into what they're actively interested in.
Exactly. What problems they're trying to solve, what products they're looking for. It shows active interest and demand. It's a clear signal of what's top of mind.
Right. So if we zoom out again, what are the big picture advantages of using these online tools for market research, especially thinking about that speed element?
Well, speed and convenience are definitely number 1 and 2, compared to traditional methods, which could be really labor-intensive.
Like focus groups or mailing surveys.
Right. Online tools let you collect and analyze data much faster. Getting results in near real time is a massive advantage today.
And you save money, too, presumably.
Oh, for sure. Cost effectiveness is huge. A lot of these platforms have free versions or affordable subscriptions.
So it's not just for big companies with huge budgets?
Not at all. It makes sophisticated research accessible for startups, small businesses, entrepreneurs, anyone really.
Plus, you mentioned the reach before, getting to more people online.
Exactly. You break geographical limits. You
Yeah.
can tap into larger, more diverse audiences via email, your website, social media.
Which should lead to better data, more representative.
Potentially, yes. More representative samples, insights that are maybe more aligned with the broader market reality.
And that ability to watch the data come in live?
Yeah.
That must be powerful.
It really is. That real-time monitoring lets businesses be incredibly agile.
Agile how?
You can spot trends as they emerge, track how well your campaigns are doing while they're running, and tweak your strategies on the fly, much faster than waiting weeks for a report.
So tying it all together, what's the ultimate goal? How does this speed translate into actual business benefits?
Well, ultimately, it's about improving customer satisfaction and driving growth, isn't it?
How so?
By constantly gathering that feedback and analyzing it quickly, businesses can refine what they offer, products, services, marketing, to better match what customers actually want and need. It helps you stay relevant, stay ahead.
Which brings us to a really key point the article makes near the end. Why this quick research isn't just nice to have anymore, it's essential.
Exactly. The pace of change today, consumer demands, market dynamics,
Yeah.
they shift so fast.
Like overnight sometimes.
Almost. So being able to get timely insights and make informed decisions quickly is absolutely critical just to stay competitive, let alone get ahead.
And the Post mentioned consumers themselves are changing, more demanding.
That's right. Consumers today are generally more informed. They have higher expectations. They kind of expect brands to get them,
Understand their specific needs and preferences.
yes, and offer tailored solutions. Quick research gives you that real-time feedback you need to actually do that, to adjust your offerings and build loyalty.
And does this speed help with bigger picture stuff, like planning and innovation?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
By identifying market gaps or emerging trends faster.
You can be more proactive.
Exactly. Proactive in developing new products or services that actually meet those evolving needs. It fuels a more nimble, responsive approach to innovation, rather than just reacting after the fact.
So the conclusion in the blog post is pretty strong. It says quick market research is indispensable today for staying competitive and ensuring long-term success.
It's a powerful word, indispensable. But it reflects the reality, I think. Being able to gather and act on market intelligence quickly isn't just an edge anymore.
It's table stakes.
It's becoming that way, yeah. It's fundamental for navigating all the complexity and uncertainty out there. And remember, the author, Kalyani Rajay, has over 10 years in this field across different industries.
So it's grounded in real experience.
Definitely. Deep experience in understanding customer needs and market dynamics.
Okay, so bring this all home. It seems crystal clear that online tools have just, well, transformed market research. Faster, cheaper, more accessible.
Absolutely. We've touched on surveys and polls for that direct, immediate feedback, keyword research to decode customer intent, social media analytics for listen in,
Competitor analysis to map the landscape, and website analytics to understand your own audience's behavior.
Right. Each one offers a unique and, importantly, rapid way to understand the market better.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Which of these tools or which combination might be most useful for what you're trying to do?
It does, whether it's for your business, a project you're working on, or even just understanding an industry you're interested in.
Yeah.
And, it leaves us with a pretty interesting question, something for you listening to ponder.
What's that?
Well, given that these online tools are always evolving, always getting smarter, and the market keeps changing faster and faster, how will businesses need to keep adapting their research strategies?
How do they not just keep up, but actually stay ahead of the curve?
Exactly. It's a fascinating challenge and definitely an area where we'll see ongoing development, something to keep an eye on.